Hi, everybody. Welcome to Fireside Chat number 340. I love the ones that end in 0. They're milestones. I want to remind you that the Fireside Chat is really made possible thanks to the people in Prager United, because their joining Prager United makes this possible and keeps it free, as everything is at PragerU. Please join at PragerUnited.com. There are a whole host of benefits, by the way, in joining, and the biggest one is making this possible. Great to be with you. I have just returned from South Africa. I was the guest speaker at a Passover retreat. It was almost all Jews from South Africa and Australia, and they brought my entire family. Sons, daughters-in-law, grandchildren, stepchildren. I mean, it was really something to behold. It was a wonderful time. It was my third or fourth time in South Africa. I've been to 20 African countries. I admit entirely I'm bragging. The only thing I ever brag about is how many countries I have visited. In high school, I decided I wanted to see every country in the world before I died. And I, in fact, from the age of 18 till now, I have gone abroad every single year of my life, except one where it was not possible, the year of COVID. 2020, I couldn't, or is it 2021? See, no, it would have been 2021, I couldn't, right? But 2022, even then I did go abroad. It is hard for me to overstate the value of travel. Even if it's not in your bones, you should do it. Because a lot of things are not in our bones, and we have to do. I mean, in other words, just because you don't feel like doing something, this is a cliche, it's a bad reason not to do it. There's so much important and good things, so many important and good things that we don't want to do. But I would really include travel in that. You know, a lot of people prefer staying home. They don't want to pack. They don't like travel. They don't like airplanes. They have a whole host of reasons. They're much more comfortable at home than in another country. It doesn't matter. The value is so much greater than the difficulty. And it was reinforced again. I have a thought, though, an additional thought on South Africa specifically. South Africa has a particularly awful government. I would say an evil government. It's one of the most radical governments in the world, in fact. And yet, when I was there, I was in southern South Africa, in a place called Durban on the Indian Ocean. And I had been to Cape Town and I had been to Johannesburg, but I'd never been to Durban. And the people there were so gentle. I mean, it wasn't like I met a few really sweet, kind, gentle people. Virtually everyone I interacted with, I'm talking about Black South Africans, had a gentleness of spirit that was atypical on this planet. I didn't ask any of them, and in retrospect, I sort of regret it, but it didn't seem quite right. But I would have loved to know if they voted for this awful government. And it's a very important point that I've made. I don't know if I've made it on a Fireside Chat. Probably have, but I don't expect anybody to remember everything that anyone says. I don't remember everything that I've said. But this is an important point. So let me remind you at this point, as I do each week, that the rest of the Fireside Chat is at PragerU.com, because we want you to start watching each Fireside Chat with PragerU rather than on YouTube. And I'm sorry to say the reason. We just don't trust big tech not to pull the plug on us at some point. And the sooner we get people to start watching at PragerU, the more we're guaranteed that that won't happen to us. So please go now to PragerU.com. Please download the PragerU app. It's the easiest way to get any of our programming. And next week, start at PragerU so that you don't have this little interference. So see you there as I continue.